Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic India size and location of geography. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the location of our country. First of all, we must know about the location of a country on a globe, where the country is situated on the globe or on the earth. To know the actual position, we must know two things: one, the latitudinal extent, and another, the longitudinal extent. So, if we want to see the location of India on the globe, then we must know about the latitudinal extent and longitudinal extent of our country. When we see the latitudinal extent, that is 8 degree 4 second north to 37 degree 6 second north. It is the latitudinal extent of our country. And when we see the longitudinal extent, that is 68 degree 7 second east and 97 degree 25 second east. So when we see the latitudinal lines, we found our country is in northern hemisphere, northern part of our earth. And when we see the longitudinal extent, it is in the eastern part of the earth. When both the latitudinal and longitudinal extent cross each other, they form a grid. And this grid, which is formed by these latitudinal and longitudinal extent, is the actual location of the country. So in this way, we can find out the actual location of the country by knowing latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the country. So in this picture you can see our country is shown in yellow color. That is the actual location of the country, and which is situated between these latitudinal and longitudinal extent. Now I am going to discuss about size of our country. So India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. It is the total area of our country, which is about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. And when we compare our country with the other countries of the world, India's position is 7th position in the world. India is the 7th largest country of the world. So which countries are bigger than India? We see that Russia is the biggest one, then Canada, then USA, then China, then Brazil, then Australia, and after Australia, our country's position comes. So in this way, we found that India's position is India is the 7th largest country of the world. When we see the land boundary of our country, it is 15,200 kilometer, and the total length of the coastline, including Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep Island, it is 7,516.6 kilometer. Now I am going to discuss about the importance of longitudes. Longitudes are also used to calculate times. The 0 degree longitude is known as prime meridian, and from which we calculate time of a country. The country's standard meridian, which is just in middle of the country, is taken as the standard time of the country. If we take the example of India, India's longitudinal extent is about 30 degree. The sun rays takes 4 minutes to pass 1 degree. So there are 2 hours difference in time in our country from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat. If we take the meridian time from each and every place, then there will be 2 hours difference from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat. So to avoid such type of confusion, if the time of different places have different time, then there will be a confusion. So to abolish such type of confusion, each and every country take one standard meridian for the country, and whatever time falls on that standard meridian, that will be the time of whole country. So in case of our country, when we take the middle part of the meridian, it is 82 and half degree east. That is known as standard meridian of India. And whatever time fall on that meridian, that is considered as the time for whole country. Now I am going to discuss about India and the world. What is position of India in the world? So India is situated in the southernmost part of Asian continent. India's ocean routes are very important to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, and Europe from the western coast, and with Southeast and East Asia from eastern coast. No other country in the world which have coastline like India. That is why Indian Ocean given the name of Indian Ocean by the name of our country. If we see about the land route, the land routes of our country are much older than sea routes. Our ancient travelers, they came to our country through these routes. Indian land routes contributed a lot by following ways. Number one, by exchanging our ideas and commodities from ancient times. The ideas of Upanishads and Ramayana, the stories of Panchtantra, the Indian numerals, the decimal system, all these things went to different parts of the country from India. The spices, the muslins, the other merchandise goods were taken from India to different countries. Now I am going to discuss about India's neighbors. India occupies an important position in South Asia. India has 28 states and 9 union territories. When we see the neighboring states of India, we found Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal, Bhutan in the north, Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east, and Sri Lanka and Maldives in the south. These are our neighboring states. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the north of the Lakshadweep Islands. Besides these, there are two island groups of India. In Arabian Sea, that is Lakshadweep, and in Bay of Bengal, there is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. India has had strong geographical and historical link with her neighbors. If we see the physical map of Asia in our atlas, then we found India stand apart from the rest of Asia. So in this way, these are the main topics which are essential to discuss. That is why I have discussed all these important topics. So you must go through it and learn it. Thank you.